A dark and stormy night in the village. Muddy footprints appear, one by one, and then they vanish into thin air. A mystery, not for me. The name's Holmes, Toaster Holmes, in this case, was impossible. The villagers were in a total panic. Something was creeping through the shadows, knocking over bins, rattling windows, but leaving no trace. How could anything move without leaving a single footprint? The paw prints just stopped, right in the middle of the street. The clues were baffling. A knocked-over flower pot here, a shadowy flicker there. Something didn't add up. It was time to get serious. Hat on, glasses adjusted, detective mode activated. My mind raced, connecting the dots, the mud patterns, the angle of the fallen objects, the strange silence that followed the chaos. I sketched it all out in my notebook, every tiny detail. The answer was there, hidden in plain sight. I just had to find it. This wasn't just random mischief. It was the work of a phantom, a ghost that walked without feet, or so they thought. Suddenly, a flash of movement on the rooftops. Gotcha! I sprang into action, leaping from chimney to chimney, the wind whipping past my ears. The shadowy figure was fast, but I was faster. I slid under a clothesline, vaulted over a water tower, and nearly lost my hat in a daring midair jump. But a detective never loses his hat. The chase was on, a high-speed pursuit across the moonlit skyline of the village. The figure started throwing things, barrels, boxes, even a line of laundry. I dodged and weaved, using my wits instead of my claws. A flip here, a clever roll there. At one point, my glasses slipped right off my nose. Everything went into slow motion as I snatched them just before they tumbled into the darkness below. Phew, that was close. This phantom was clumsy, not clever, and that was my biggest clue yet. Cornered in an alley, the figure was revealed. It wasn't a ghost at all, but a clumsy raccoon inventor, and on his feet, a pair of haywire invisible boots. He wasn't a villain, just an ambitious tinkerer whose invention had gone spectacularly wrong. He just wanted to sneak to the bakery for a midnight snack without getting caught. The poor guy looked so embarrassed, but every problem has a solution. I took a look at his contraption. A few crossed wires here, a loose bolt there. Elementary. With a quick twist and a tighten, I reassembled the boots the right way. We tested them out. One step, a perfect, visible, muddy footprint appeared, and another, the vanishing footprints were unvanished. Mystery solved. Case closed. Back in my office, I jotted down the details of the case in my journal. Another perplexing puzzle solved. As I finished my entry, I tipped my hat to the camera, ready for a well-deserved nap. But just then, a mysterious feather floated through the open window, landing right on my desk. It had a riddle attached to it. Well, it looks like rest will have to wait. A detective's work is never done. Stay tuned because the next case is just getting started.